Alright, we're back again, chat. Hopefully it loads up here in a minute. We're back again. I'm also gonna get you in on the main menu, too. Tam King, invite the game. Okay. Third time's the charm, I hope so. Welcome back, everybody. I hope so. You in here, Tam King? Let me see. It should show me in the group. I can tell. You can tell if you had co-op and go to group. Yeah, you're in here. It says connected. Good, good. All right, Tam King is connected. Let's load up again. This is why I make saves a lot, chat. This game does have a lot of bugs and issues that go on with it. I do think it's the game too, because we've never had this many crashes on like Ghostbusters or any of the other things we've done, or things like that. So I do think that PSN's having a bit of a weird couple of weeks. On top of this game alone does seem to have a lot of bugs in it. And it's not even an Empire. But anyways, I blame Comstar. So do I. I always blame Comstar. Alright, back to what I was trying to do. I was trying to do research before it freaking lagged out again. Keep an eye on that for me, Farseer. Let me know if it does it again. If it does it this time, then we're just gonna have to end it for Mechwarrior today. This will be as many streams as we can do for Mechwarrior today. We'll have to wait till tomorrow to try to do another one. We'll move on to next fest if it crashes again. I'll just start prepping up PC stuff for today. But it sucks because I really love this game and I'm enjoying streaming it. I really am loving the story, even if it is pretty linear, like I said, versus Mercenaries. So, because I am also on board with the more sandboxy thing, but I'll just go play Mercenaries. I actually have thought about deleting something and downloading. I thought about deleting Space Marine and re-downloading Mercenaries and having it on the side, so I can play the Inner Spear side and get to where I never got. I technically still never fully finished everything. We never fully got through the whole campaign. We were close. We were almost at the end of where Mason would get revenge and get what had basically track down what were the ones that did what they did to his father. So let's put it that way. I know I haven't put it on yet. I'm about to. He actually had an affinity this whole time. I've been waiting because he can get a Timberwolf affinity, so I've been saving that slot until the Timberwolf was unlocked. I modded the hell out of the Mercenaries. Yeah, I can't do that on console unless I download it on PC and play it on PC instead. I could do that and then mod it. That might be an idea. I bet you they're already gonna start having clan mods. Will there be clan max in it already just through mods? I bet you the modders will beat them to it, no offense. That might be an idea. We might be checking that out. We might be doing some of that for towards the end of this month. I may not have time to set up for something like that though right now. It might be too late to do that in the being this deep into the month. But next time go around when we do any simulator type themes or another mech theme, that's a good call. It's a good call. Oh, they've been out for a while? Ooh, okay, then maybe we should do that. Well, we'll try to check that out next go around. It might even get a chance next month just because the two things I'm going to be voting on for next month is to give me a break for a little bit, meaning it'll be less stressful, let's put it that way, than all the games I normally do, and it'll let us save money, because I realized something hilarious. I inadvertently, thanks to PlayStation Plus for one of them, and then me in general just owning certain games on the background y'all haven't got to see yet, because we haven't done our first look of it yet, the secret game that Tim King knows I own on PC that I've been rigging around in space. And it's like, next month, is going to be 2 major themes I'm going to be allowing for the vote. Normally it's 4, but I'm cutting it down to 2 because I need a month off to myself, and we need to save a lot of money to try to work towards PC changes. So we can't really buy a lot of games either, is also why I can't do that. Unless we get donations and people want to see specific things. Also, I want to put that out there now. I don't talk about this enough. For anyone out there, I have certain friends who do this already who want to play certain things with me. If they've got enough to spare, they tend to get that game to go with me. A good shout out is a major and loving shout out to Lamido. Lamido does this for me sometimes. Is he'll help me get certain games I can't get. I'm gonna see if he can help me get a certain horror game that's a co-op game. I know because he wants me to play it with him, and I sadly won't have the money to get it. I was gonna talk to him about it when we get a chance at some point, but I ran out of funds for this month, so I literally cannot get it sadly. And it's on like the 28th. It comes out. They finally dropped the date for Phasmophobia, is what it's called, the ghost hunting game that I've wanted to play for a while. It's the 28th of this month. They did decide to make it Halloween. Which smart on them, but sad for me because I now have spent the money and now I'm like, thanks. I wasn't sure if you were ever gonna do that. So now I don't have the money. Well, yeah, but that's the beta though. We can do both. That beta won't cost me money. That's free, Tam King. By the way, I'm not gonna say what Tam King just said. There's a surprise on the 28th. A very big one. I'm not gonna say a word because I have to tell James off camera because I need him to be ready to download it that morning with how slow his internet is to download stuff. The demo is probably not going to be nowhere near as big as the main game will be, but something very big just happened that's happening on the 29th, and we are doing it. I guaranteed. It'll bring back old memories. I kind of hope Seeley gets to catch that episode. It'll give him a place to kind of go back to and have something cool to watch while he's busy with the college. Because college is a stressful thing. I know. So, but it's gonna be good. I'm so excited. When Tam King told me it was happening and we found out what date it was, I'm like, oh hell yes, we're definitely doing that. And then, of course, the normal Halloween stuff and other stuff we'll be doing with James on the 29th. That'll be the day after. So we might play. The way we might run it is the 28th, we might do Halloween stuff. 29th, when James can join on a Tuesday, because you said this so-called beta, secret beta, it runs to the 30th, right? I think it was 20. So it's good because James won't be able to join for the 28th. So we'll yeah, but we won't have to wait that long. James will be here the 29th, which will be Tuesday. That'll be when we do all of our main co-op stuff with James for Halloween, by the way, as well, just to let everyone know. There's another, and I accidentally said it out loud earlier, so I spoiled one of our Halloween co-op games I was trying to keep under wraps. If you were smart enough, you caught it. If you ignored it, you could go back and watch it and see what it was, rewind and see what it was. Otherwise, you'll have to wait till Tuesday to find out what that was. If you didn't rewind to find out my goof. Now, I'm not spoiling what the beta is. I'm keeping that very, very close to my chest. That is priority one of keeping that secret now that that's become a thing. That is a very big, awesome surprise for our channel to have because it's a very big series for us on this channel. Very big. So, I'm dropping hints, but that's all you're gonna get. If you figure out the secret, then good for you. You're a great keeper of secrets. Farseer, I may be bribed with Jamie Dodgers. But yes, I want to make that update now. And back to the other thing. I'm not gonna promote this before I say this. I'm not saying you have to do this, or I'm gonna sit here and keep saying you should donate and get da da da. I'm not that big of a channel where I really justify kind of doing that kind of tactic like a lot of YouTubers tend to do or stream YouTubers tend to do. They can do that because they have a main community, big boy, and they're already big, and their community's big enough to support that kind of thing. But we're still a small community here, and I really don't. At some point, I will open it up and talk about it a little bit more, but that's only, even then, will be mostly for just if you can, you can. If you can't, do not worry about it. I will find a way to keep us always moving. But but I do want to say, like, as far as games, most of my donations are just PSN cards for US. They have to be US based for them to work because I live in the United States. If you're from another country. Um, but as far as like, if you're from the US, then it wouldn't matter. You just buy a PSN card and just send me the code. But on the card physically, like, just send me a message on PSN or in the community in the Discord in the link below. These are different ways if you wanted to donate, you wanted to see certain games or make suggestions for certain types of games to be way. This will also make the channel grow because any of those types of things I will prioritize. I want to say that now too, because I am getting to that point as a channel where if we do start to do that things and people do kindly give in to do something like that, then those will be prioritized streams. Meaning anyone who donates for me to literally get a game for that game, we will try to prioritize those over anything else just because I want to make sure that gets the attention it's due for people being that kind. So I do want to say that. I don't talk about it much because channel hasn't really needed all that right now, but I wanted to put that out there for anyone who is interested, but once again, it is not required. If you want to inquire further about any questions you might have, if you're on the PC side, just click the Discord link in the description below the video. That will you can join the community and ask me questions there, or leave it in the comments below the video as well, and I can answer it there because I do check all my comments. I try to check all of that as much as I can until it gets out of hand where I can't do it alone, where there's so many coming in if our channel ever gets that big that I can't keep up on my own. But I do check all the comments currently myself, just to make sure everyone gets heard. So yeah, leave it in the comments below the video. Join the Discord, or if you're on PSN, PlayStation, send me a friend request at Ardnot66, ARDNOT66. Um, and Ardot, do you trust me not to blow $100 to torture you in a Comstar Battletech with all? I mean, technically, not really, but then again, I mean, if you, once again, that's your choice. If you did that, I would try to do it. I definitely would. The only thing I'll be careful with mods. Let me say this out loud too. Thank you for bringing that up. Be careful with mod stuff because my rig does have its limits. I mean, even for some reason, Dawn of War's mod's being weird with me, and I'm not sure why. I'm assuming it's just once again, it's what Tam King said, it's a partition era. I thought about defragging, but I'm going to be taking my computer in pretty soon. And get them to do all the maintenance and cleaning and physical cleaning as well that I can't do, like, that's safely, to make sure everything's spick and span, lasts a little while longer before it gets back to where it was. So I'm probably going to let them do it. Even though I figured out how to defrag my hard drive last night. I looked it up and made sure I still knew how to do it. So I can do it. But I'd rather them do everything because it might be something else. It may be something has dwindled down and needs maintenance and a little bit of repair that I may have to pay. I want them to tell me and let me know, and then I'll go from there. But otherwise, do be careful with mods, though. I'm pretty sure I can make it work. We'll just have to tone down some graphics and stuff there to maybe conserve on memory. But it also depends on the modder, too. If the mod is set up in a different way, kind of like I think the reason why... My assumption is the reason why Dawn of War Unification is giving me such a weird oomph and kind of irk with me right now is because I think it's some sort of partitioning odd issue that the modder has logged the mod differently. So it's trying to go into a different part of my solid state drive. And I guess maybe it's not getting what it needs, or maybe the partition is trying to go for my hard drive instead, which is pretty shitty if that's the case, but I don't know how to change that if that's the case. Because I did check The game itself, Dawn of War Soulstorm, is installed on my solid on my SSD. But I'm wondering if I wonder because mods, even if they're in the same folder, can technically sometimes have different partitionings. I wonder if it's trying to go to the H, and that's not good if it is. And if that's the case, then we shouldn't have problems with the Mechwarrior or BattleTech mods because I know they partition on my solid state because I've done some mods on BattleTech before. So, because I do own BattleTech, just not all the DLCs and everything with it. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to look. You hit me up on that if you wanted to actually make that a thing, though, Farseer. And see, we'd all have to do urban mechs, though, huh? That would be kind of hilarious. It'd be a fun thing to watch. We probably wouldn't win. We'd die majority of the time and lose too much money. Although urban mechs are cheap. So maybe I could pull that off. Although, in the mods, I do lose the Urbies if they die, if they get cored. So if they truly do get destroyed, we will have to get new Urbies, too. I'm trying to think if they're cheap enough to maintain that in a turn-based version of what Mercenaries is like. Also, are there clan mods for clan mechs in BattleTech? Can you get a Timberwolf in BattleTech through mods? If so, that also makes me very intrigued as well. Yes? Okay. So let's see. Never mind low lethality. That hell needs to marinate, and each death needs to be caught in 4K HD full Comstar def. I hate fighting that bastard. So there is a, because you fought one, sounds like. Okay, so I might do that. I'd be willing to do that. Now, once again, I'll never be able to do it in full 4K. If you want it in full 4K, then you're going to have to wait till the upgrade of the PC happens. However, that ends up being happening. I am going to upgrade it one way or the other. That's also my second-hand reason of sending in the PC soon. I also am going to have them gauge me, and I'm telling them, look, I want to know what is the biggest upgrade I can go with without changing my motherboard and my PSU, my power supply unit. What is the most likely thing I need to do right now? And if so, show me which cards kind of meet this specs. So I can, because then I can look at because this is my way of learning how to do this myself. If they show me which one fits my motherboard, if they say, well, you could get another GPU, okay, well, show me which GPUs will still fit my motherboard. And that will tell me which one I need to buy. On, no offense, Amazon, not at Best Buy. No offense to Best Buy, I ain't paying those prices. But I do need to know the size. And they can show me which one to buy, and then I can look at the box and find out if I was right about what size my motherboard has left versus what size graphic card is what. So I'll know how to read it after that and make the maintenance and change it or choose which ones myself from in the future as I build my PC up. So it's like a double-edged sword there to help me kind of push us a little bit further forward quicker. It also might be cheaper to do it this way, just because all I might have to do is just add RAM. All it might be is just some sort of RAM issue is triggering. That my GPU is just like, frick this, you're making it do too much. Don't know. Ooh, gargoyle, nice. Oh yeah, you're gonna love that thing. That's technically what I was gonna give Urza, but you can use it for the beginning. Because that's why I want Urza that's why I want Ezra. I keep calling him Urza. That's why I want Ezra to have it. Because could you imagine Ezra with that? Dear God. That's technically the thing that James. Ironically, that's the thing that James wants. He just doesn't want he wants the other variant of the Warhawk. There is a Warhawk that is more guns. Because she's like a tiny dire wolf, essentially. But, alright, I gotta do research. We were sitting here talking, but that's all the updates I have for right now for that. I am gonna upgrade salvage. I'm just gonna spend the rest of our honor points, get even 570 just once. It's not like I'm spending it on anything else right now. Because salvage only goes up by like 20. No, was that 30? It was at 40. 60, 50, 30. So it went up by 30. So it only goes up by 30 each. So it'll be 600, I think, on the next upgrade. Probably. It probably is, I assume. So there's only one more upgrade, probably. Alright, what research do we need? We need to focus on those SRMs for you now. So you can shotgun people out of existence along with your AC-20. The ACs are good. I've made them really scary. There we go, SRMs. Where's SRM damage? I want that first. It's going to cost the most. Yep. SRM damage 2. Put it in there. Now we need spread as well. Where is it? SRM spread. That's range. Spread 2. We've got, I don't think we have enough to do range 2, so we'll have to do a level 1 upgrade for it now. Oh no, we don't have enough. Oh no. It moved it up here. Yeah, we're gonna do that next. I'm gonna put a whole bunch of equipment after these upgrades. They'll be the next mission. They'll be done after the next mission. Or after the mission after this. They'll be for the mission after this to be done. Let's do SRM cooldown so they can be fired faster. There we go. Now let's do a bunch of... Oh, let's do ECM upgrades. We don't have any of those. Let's get the active probe. That's weapon. I'm gonna go down and... I mean jump jet heat. Oh, I didn't realize we had recharge time. Yep, let me get that. Might as well. Sensor range, that's S. Hold on. Sensor range. And then there's a couple I want to get. We need to start working on the heat capacity again. The lasers are starting to get out of hand. So, equipment 400 where it's going to require for heat capacity 2, and that's where I'm going to leave it. I don't want to spend too much more. We've got quite a lot of research going. Okay. Let me give Ardnar some nightmares. Phone company, Stone Rhino. No, let's not talk about that. No. Let's not. let's not make my nightmares a real life. I do not prefer that, thanks. Alright, who's got a lot of XP? The Nova. What are we in right now? Then the Mad Dog has a buttload, but and we don't need the other variants for it right now. So I'm actually gonna make its torso. I'm gonna max out its torso angle so she can fire at all angles with these rockets. Completed. And give her some turn speed. I'll go to level 3. No, that one. Level 4. Yeah, but we're not using Vipers right now. We don't have a reason for one yet. It's way too under tonnage. Torso movement speed. Do 2 on that one. Reverse speed is a good thing. Let's just spin the rest on that almost. There we go. And then we can get top speed a little bit extra. Alright, Mad Dog is now got some chassis upgrades to it. Since Naomi's going to be in it for a minute. Probably might keep her in it for the rest of the game, to be fair. It's such a good rocket boat. Very reliable. Do I get that Warhawk? That Warhawk's probably going to go to Ezra. I'm going to give you a gun variant of it. The one that James technically wanted. And I'm probably going to have to give one to Naomi. There's going to be a lot of freaking those things on the team for a little while. If I want to make Naomi bigger. Although, I don't know. I kind of just like her being in the Mad Dog. Being one of the classic clan mechs from the original games. Especially now that we have Timberwolves and stuff rolling around. The Nova's got some. Let me upgrade the Nova. There we go. Nova, I will upgrade Novas, and the Stormcrow needs to unlock another variant instead of spending points here. Where's the Stormcrow? What variants have we not unlocked? This one. Let's get this one first. And we spend the rest on its chassis upgrades. Now the Stormcrow has all its variants. Chassis upgrades. So now the rest goes in here. It's already got quite a bit of chassis upgrades because of my stupidity in the beginning. I want the Stormcrow to be fast. So we're going to do most of it into the Stormcrow speed and torso movement speed. There we go. Nice. Hellbringer's also got a lot of XP. Let's see what variants it needs to unlock. It's got all of its variants. Okay, so I can spend the rest of its XP on chassis upgrades. 2,000. It's got hardly anything. It needs to start with angling and turn speed. Because it's all-arounder. Then we need top speed, acceleration, reverse speed, torso movement. Yeah, I'm thinking to do that next. Viper, I'll save for now. Shadow Cat, let's just do the same thing we do. Okay. Alright, so let me save again. I like to save in between this just in case it has problems. This game's got me gunshot on everything now. Once I do finish doing something, so I don't have to redo all that stuff I just did. Now for the pilots. 2,000 XP. Well, everything's getting too expensive, though. What can I upgrade realistically that's going to mean anything right now for this next mission? Lock-on time, perhaps? Or more no, let's make his electronic warfare better. There we go. Save the rest. Jaden needs to get his Timberwolf specialty. Where is she? There she is. Timberwolf specialty for Jaden, and he's got 3,000. What do I need? What do I need to focus on? Alright, we're sticking with lasers and rockets for now. We'll come back to ballistics. So let's give... Missile cooldown is pretty decent right now for me using LRMs and SRMs. So let's max out his missile range. He's now at 5 out of 5. Optimized, primed. I just got a trophy for maxing out one of the skills. So let's max out. And we don't have enough to do anything else unless I do some more melee. Which, actually, yes. Because the Timberwolf does have fists, and if I need him, at least it's a little bit heavier hitting. I'm only going to ever spend points in that area if there's just nothing else to spend it on. So that's good. Now for Ezra. Ezra, you're going to become super heavy energy man, like super hard. Your ballistics are at 4 out of 5 now. I'm going to leave them as is. I did that so your AC, your guns would keep up. So let's go back to energy. Let's once again get that range up. And then once again spend one upgrade on melee because it's all that we can afford. Okay. Ezra's done. Naomi. He doesn't have any more specialization. Yes, he does. What am I gonna... I'm gonna be putting him in the Warhawk. Can he get a Warhawk? He can. We just don't have it unlocked. So I'm gonna leave that blank. So don't freak out the fact that Ezra has no affinity right now, right there. I'm saving that for the Warhawk. Because he's gonna be getting it specifically and keeping it, most likely, for the rest of the game. Because the Warhawk's got so many laser builds. With some ballistics on the side. So I'm gonna save that. Yeah, it's the PPC spamming king. Yeah, I can get a lot of PPCs. That's why I'm letting him keep that. That's gonna be his permanent, probably, mech for the rest of the game. And then I'll give him a heavy... Can he get heavy specialty? Assault. Is that considered an assault? Hold on. I don't think the Warhawk's an assault, so he'll have to just have the Warhawk's specialty to itself. Is it? Let me see. Marketplace. Battle mechs. Unlock. War. Oh, it is! Right, we're into our last 4. So they're all assaults. So that actually, that means when he gets to his final... His final affinity, we can give him a heavy one as well. So he'll have a really good affinity with the Warhawk. He's going to be a savage in this thing. I am going to change that rocket, though, if I can, for ballistics and PPCs instead. Because he sucks with rockets. He's mostly laser and then ballistic side. So, that's cool. Nice. Nice. So we're already almost to our assaults. Warhawk has nothing on the PPC. Yeah, that's true. Direwolf, but Direwolf, once again, is just a slow, lumbering, giant weapons platform, essentially. So, okay. Good to know. Oh, wait, let me make sure I did my XP still on everybody. I was on Naomi? Yeah, because we're skipping Ezra's affinity. Okay, yeah, until we can get that Warhawk, which is next. Okay, so, Naomi, you've got your Mad Dog, and you're probably going to stay in the rest of the game, realistically. So let's get that spread up. Ooh, I can do spread twice. Let's just get spread really accurate. I want her rockets to be the most accurate out of all of us. Her missile spread for their LRMs is now minus 40% spread. Dear God. Them things should hit really hard now. And then next upgrade, I'm not going to give her melee. She actually doesn't have any fists in hers. Her version doesn't get fists. The Mad Dog don't have them. So she can't do melee, so I'm not going to waste any more points on melee for her. We'll just hold on to this 500 and let it seep into the next level. Shame no missile Direwolf, that's true. Otherwise, I probably would have given her that. But Mad Dog's good enough. For what I'm keeping her spot in the clan's uses. Okay, says Naomi. Now for Mia, Damn King. So, would you rather fire your ballistics Oh, no, I can't do either of those. You're still too far off. Does the Direwolf get fists? Farseer? Like, can the Direwolf punch things? Does it have hand actuators? I assume no. Just guns, so I'm not spending no melee on me if she can't use it. Because Direwolf's not going to have it. So, That means I have to wait to spend points. No, I can do handling. I can give Tam King a little bit more handling so he can turn faster. We can only do it once, though, sadly. Now it's 900 for the next one. We have 700. Yeah, so she's going to need a lot of XP. To get her next upgrade. But once I do have enough, would you prefer to fire your ballistic guns faster or further? Like, more range or faster firing rate? Okay, so we'll do that once I get enough. She'll eventually have them all, but hey. We'll have them both ranked up. Because that's what I'm going to start for the next few levels, since we've got a lot of XP to still burn. For the next few levels, I'm going to focus only on range and firing rate for her. R9 is firing 300 missiles in one salvo. Broken? What you mean? No, I'm not. Not at all, although it is quite a lot. Let's see, so there's 10. Let's actually count this. LRM alone, we're not counting SRMs. 25 per round, 40. So 45, or 40 plus 25, that's 60. We're firing 65 rockets per shot. It is at least damn near 100 for at least just LRMs alone. That's not including the SRMs scattered about the builds. It is kind of hilarious. I am kind of going pretty rocket heavy with this faction, or this campaign. Oh, from the missile direwolf? Oh, yeah. I would love to do that. Just give me all the missiles. Fire like just from one mech alone, fires like damn near 100 missiles. It'd be so broken. You know how much ammo you'd have to have? Yeah, it'd be a walking time bomb because of how much ammo I'd have to carry to fire that many rockets consistently and not run out after 2 shots of all rockets. So, but everybody is done. We are good there. Let's go make a save and prepare for the next mission. We're gonna try to do one more. Hopefully, it don't wreck us and crash. I really want to do one more mission before we quit out and I go to PC side of things. All right. Plus, I want to test out this version. This is more keen. Also, if you wonder what I'm also doing, since Jaden is also well-rounded. That's 265. Where's the 240 one? That one.
While the Taisa simmer and the bulk of the
Hold on, I'll wait till after the briefing to tell you.
We have reports that splinter forces affiliated with the regulars have joined up, with pockets of embittered planetary militia, unwilling to follow suit. They're intent on dragging this fight on as long as they can.
Foolish.
Be that as it may, we must pound these forces into submission. But we are currently in the dark on where these splinter forces and militia units are hiding, and who is supplying them.
Oh, I know
if we
who.
can find out who the party or parties
She's standing
are
at the
that
table.
Are arming these upstarts, we can disrupt the supply chains and draw them out.
Do we know where to look?
I was provided a list of local defense contractors known to do business with the DCMS in the past. I passed it along to your watch for review.
Following up on the Demi Presenter's intel, we have employed aerial surveillance probes to sweep every inch of the region these contractors operate out of to try and find targets of interest. Based on these
Gonna fire once, kill one assault, and then have to wait till a repair bay to ever shoot again.
Could be utilized as makeshift logistics centers.
That is good news.
Cobalt, you will be dropped into the AO and investigate the suspected strongholds. Extract all intel you can find on these groups. If they are assisting in system partisans, bringing these companies to heel could choke out the malicious arms suppliers.
It will be done, Star Colonel.
Also, that's something to think about. How come they've never used a strategy where they have an LRM boat near some supplies of weapons and, like, units? It's basically in the really far back line, right? Behind all the other units. How come they just don't, like, stationary some LRM boats? Fill them with LRMs, but no ammo, no major ammo, and just keep reloading it. And almost use it as an artillery, right? It'd be like a rocket artillery thing where it wouldn't fire all the time. You'd be calling them in for like softening up targets and making it easier for the squad, the mobile lances to get in. Don't know. I don't know actually on that one. But all right, here we go. Lore accurate catapult. So that's what they do in catapult. So that makes sense. Catapult would be the most likely to do this with because of how many rockets it can suit. It's super amazing how many that thing can have. But, alright, let's do this. Because Mechwarrior Online kind of feels like that, because they give you more ammo to represent this when you're doing LRM builds.
Copy 1-7. LZ is clear of hostiles. Clear to drop at your discretion.
There's some guys that just sit behind rocks just shooting LRMs all day in that game.
Next deployed.
Or at least for the whole match, I should say.
We are proceeding to the marked point, Star Colonel. I will relay any findings.
F. AO scans are not detecting any operational fusion reactors. Could be the terrain again, or their forces are still shut down. Just be on guard.
Requesting we shift to a private comms channel, Star Commander.
Switched. What is on your mind, Ez?
This area is quiet as a tomb. You think they will offer up the info on who is feeding them the supplies without a fight? They're waiting for the right time to hit us.
No scans.
So, these are paltry militia units. If they take us out, we are not worthy of calling ourselves smoke Jaguars.
Yeah. We can handle anything these sewer rats throw at us.
Scan mode disengaged.
Once again,
Sensors
Ezra
required,
talking
Star
logic. Everyone's just like blah 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 blah. It's like Ezra's like sitting here being like, guys, maybe we should be a little bit more cautious. They're like blah blah blah.
Scan uploaded, Star Colonel.
Scan received. Reviewing it now.
Guys,
It's-
my sensors are
huh?
contact.
Uh oh.
Counter.
Yeah, see?
This was a trap.
Yeah, see, Ezra's right again.
At least we know we're in the right place.
Don't worry, Ezra. Some of us understand.
Scan mode disengaged.
Some of us get it, Ezra. Wow, there's a lot of them over there. They're rushing us pretty hard right now, to be fair. Whoa, watch out! I got to cross in front.
Target destroyed.
Wow, what is this? What's this tactics this AI is using right now?
Target destroyed. New hostile detected.
What is these tactics? AI, what are you doing?
Target destroyed. New target. Target destroyed.
Some of us understand actually treating the people good and governing would stop guerrilla warfare from like this. Yep.
It appears our local contractors distributed
The other clans figured that out.
Armor works to aid the Corcheville militia.
Did you see how reluctant she was even to let
No
Yuichi
wonder
speak
they
for
are trying
them?
to keep us away from you.
Emily? Because it's like, the other clans learned the hard way. If we want these planets to stay tame under our control, we best not be like hammer and fisting our way through. Because they're not going to give a crap and turn on us at the first dime and help the Inner Sphere take that planet back. Because the Inner Sphere at least gave them a life. So you could argue in that case, survival irks everything else. It always does. Real life, that's kind of a touchy subject real life-wise, too. With stuff going on.
Head on a swivel. They know we're
So it's
here
like, it's
around.
similar things.
You still
Sometimes you can't push a people, but so far.
These violent spheroids,
And then they're gonna fight back at the first
I
time.
do. Although I admit, it will be difficult. Especially with the specter of Ito still hanging over us.
So, like I said, Jaguars suffered their fate that they brought upon
Manage to get rid of
themselves.
them if we cut off their arms suppliers.
Detecting militia units. Up ahead.
This is why this is why I'm sitting nice and comfy in Clan Wolf.
New target. Target destroyed.
Oh, we got quite a few out here. Whoa! I mean, you saw that? My LRM made it bounce into the air.
Target
That was first.
destroyed.
Jaguars think beating the enemy in battle stops all fighting. Yep, they do. But they don't realize that's not how the world's work anymore. Once again, it's that old-fashioned part of them controlling them too much, realizing there's honor and then there's just you're being kind of silly.
New hostile detected. Shadow
Watch out, watch out. You're tankier than I am, so I'm gonna shoot the Shadowhawk in the back, try to get rid of him. Oh yes, I love this thing.
New target.
I'm trying not to hit you by accident.
They are down.
Target. Target destroyed.
Area secure.
Nice.
All these independent weapon suppliers.
Salvage.
No wonder the Ionosphere is such a mess.
See, once again, Mia,
It is
that's a good thing.
multiple
You know what that
outlets
means? It
covering
means that
backdoor deals and hidden agendas.
Yeah, see, that it's ironic because that's true too, but
It's cleaner.
that's also
Everything's
why
under one banner.
that's also why, you know,
Likely
they're
not
winning.
profit in that model for these spheroids. Their greed has already set them back so far.
see, even Urza still thinks that too when it comes to that, but that's something I'll also say. Something they're not realizing that even Urza hasn't caught on to. How do you think they're able to field so much shit against you? It's because it's not under one roof, handling all the metal, all the money, all the ammo, all the weapon supply. Because it's multiple, this is one thing I will say, the advantage when it works right, and it's not corrupted,
Heads
I
up.
will say.
Hostiles blocking our route.
That is something even in real life, that's kind of why America kind of works that way, but that's... but it also, Urza is right. The problem that comes with it is also it is easier to corrupt it, too. It's a double-edged sword.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, all these companies building 10 times the number of mechs in the clans. Yeah, exactly. That's also why they're considered outdated to the clans, too, right? It's because... One, the Inner haven't had a lot of old tech to work with until the clan invasion, ironically. And also, it's cheaper to work with something more mass-producible. It's the same reasoning why you'll see more Shermans than you will T-28s back in World War II. The T-28 was like a super heavy World War II tank for America. But most of the tanks we fielded were Shermans.
Target
Because why? Because Shermans can be mass-produced.
low. Target
Your path is clear, Star Commander.
That's why it works so well. And once again, in a real life comparison, you could argue Inner Sphere is more like the US version of the way of looking at weapon manufacturing. And this is more like maybe I'm going to say this roughly, and I don't mean either one better, and neither is better necessarily overall either. I want to say that now. Before I say this, you could say that also could be like the clans look at it as more of a Chinese way of manufacturing.
I have eyes on another base, Jaguar 1.
Conduct a scan now.
Or Japanese. Japan does that too. I could also use Japan as that example too. They tend to do a lot of that. I mean, look at how stickler Japan is with Nintendo. Just saying their name makes me shake. Just because they see it as all thing under one roof, kind of thing. Or they would have it that way if they could, is what I should say.
Scanning complete.
I keep forgetting to scan stuff. No, Tam King's clearly scanning everything.
Hostiles incoming.
Oh,
Scanning
They are not gonna make this easy.
whoa, above us.
No intel.
Oh, they jumped into behind the wall.
Codes of some kind.
They're on you, Tam King. There's repair bays in there, but don't use them yet.
Before we get back.
Get outside and join us, Tam King. I'm coming to you.
Repair bays are functional.
is not detected.
On my way, Tam King.
Detecting multiple fusion cores activated
Retreat.
in the proximity of your positions.
Disengage.
Moving to investigate.
Utilize the repair bays while you can, Cobalt 1. Keep yourself intact out there.
Militia units sighted. Moving to engage.
Woo.
Shred them all to pieces.
Oh, you want some of this? Come on.
Incoming missile.
Oh, there's a missile boat in the back. Oh, I can't see. How are you not dead?
Destroyed.
Okay.
New target.
Wow, that was a lot of damage. Thank God there's repair bays here.
That reactor's going to blow.
Reactor going critical. Watch out for the incomings.
Griffin.
Kill the choppers. I'll focus on them. On the incomings.
Target eliminated.
Cord Griffin. Whoa, I shot Liam.
Good shot.
Emergency heat shutdown activated.
Got one.
You know what doesn't require heat? Okay, he died. I was gonna say. You know what don't require heat? Sis.
We will keep piling them up until they get the message, or none are left standing.
God, I've missed this Timberwolf. Still only at red armor. Didn't breach the armor at all in all that BS ambush we just took. And I don't even have this thing extra armor yet. I haven't refined this build fully yet. I'm kind of leaving it at default for now. A little bit further back. Right there.
Systems.
Repairing now. The Timberwolf is my baby. Hold on. I'll have to read that comment in just a second, Farseer. I don't want us to get jumped off guard again. Okay, let me see. To be honest, the Inner Sphere did worse than Edo. They did, but the thing is, here's the irony in this situation. But we're not the Inner Sphere, right? If the clans had stuck to their rules, especially Jaguar, Wolf did mostly, which is why Wolf survived. Why Wolf was able to become an empire. Because they followed their honorable rules and adapted at the same time. They realized there were certain things that were dishonorable, then there were certain things they were just being stupid on. It was just pride. And it kept them alive.
Got one.
Down, okay.
Closing in. More hostiles dug in.
That would be Lee. No, Urza.
Now,
Ezra. Ezra's got the Hellbringer PPC.
Ah.
Ah. Light him up. He's dead, Champ King. He's dead. He was still shooting a corpse. Oh man, we're wrecking them coming straight at us like that. They do not need to be rocking at us like that. They're trying to get closer.
Yes, you got the reactor.
Oh, I need to back off then. Okay. See, this is the narrative Mechwarrior I remember. Just running around in my Timberwolf, blasting and showing fools their error of their ways. I've missed this. Although now knowing that there's a mod to do it in Mercenaries, I'm definitely going to do it in Mercenaries. I also have a... Ooh, is that a crab? Goodbye, crab! You will not be missed!
Reactor breach. Explosion imminent.
Area is clear. Looks like we took them past their last fighter.
Sensor is clear, Cobalt 1. Now head to the extraction zone. I have dispatched a dropship to collect you.
Well, that can't be it. That
Understood.
can't be it.
Advancing
That
to
can't
the
be.
extraction
No. There's no way. There's nothing to scan out here, is there? I do not believe it, Tamkin. Don't believe her. We're about to get ambushed. There's no way. There's no way we did that good. Unless we're finally getting efficient with these things. I know coming straight at me, this thing can also do the laser headshot tactic. If you hit the cockpit with it, oh my god, this thing is everything. It's everything I remember from the original Mechwarrior 2. I'm falling in love with this thing all over again.
Holding for extraction, Jaguar 1.
Me love Timberwolves. But now, see, now that I know that we have.
Picking up an inbound ship.
Uh
It's
oh.
not one of ours.
I knew it. Where is
Only
it?
the malicious heavy hitters.
Yep, assaults.
No assets
Bring
in
it.
the area to reinforce. You will have to face them alone.
Bring it. It's one assault, all heavies.
Everyone.
One assault, all heavies. That is a battle master. I'm shooting that in the cockpit. Yep, it's dead. I love that tactic so much. I'm alright. Oh, it's a Murray. Yep. I'm gonna go for the Marauder's cockpit. Hold on. Come on, he's running away from me. Right, focus on this one. I hate to do this to my Marauder. I really hate to do that to my Marauder, but I had no choice.
Nothing on sensors.
You and me both. We're both in like the monsters now. These Timberwolves are just another level. Holy crap. I'm just headshotting people. You should see what I did to that poor Battle Master. It died first. I straight just cored its face. As I was like, large laser, then medium and smalls, he was dead. So sad. That's the only weakness to a Battle Master. You have to constantly be rotating a Battle Master because the head is so big. The cockpit area that you can shoot at is so easy for the lasers to hit. It's so easy. God, that was a slaughter. The only person that got hurt was freaking Ezra, but he's about to get his monster here in a second. Oh wait, no, Gargoyle. That's right. Warhawk is the one out next. Shit. So might have to give him a Gargoyle to temporarily sate his fury. What do we need more? Yeah, see, we never get a lot of mech parts. I can only add 22 more to what we can pick up from mech parts. Total. It never gets hardly any, so we need... So 22 would be 188 or 178. I still have 10. 168? I miscalculated. My brain. Go ahead and do that there. We actually need some of these, dude. I'm gonna tone this down to 120. The rest is going into this one. Yeah, because those are the ones we need the most of, those two. Actually, we need less of you two now, actually. We can do 180. We can do 180 here. Dump the rest into equipment, since we spent so much equipment as well. Wow, that's actually quite a lot. You know what, now let's just get 100 here. 150, let's go here. We need a lot of components after spending that much in that area. 280. There we go. Gargoyle, 5,800,000 merits. The tiger camo, okay. Let's see. Notifications, let's go unlock the... Well, let me save, because last time it broke on me. Save. Alright. Let's unlock the gargoyle. I think gargoyle's mostly rockets, right? I know it's it's ballistics and SRMs. Okay. Gargoyle, 80-tonner. Alright, so we need that. The Warhawk is our next one. That's the one Ezra's gonna get. Chassis milestones. Hey, we got a milestone in the Timberwolf. Nice. We killed 20 medium mechs immediately. This thing's only been, what, 2 missions? And we've already killed 20 medium mechs with it? Yeah, but that's what I was going to give him until he could get his Warhawk. But the problem is we don't have it unlocked. How many lasers does it have right now? None, hardly. So, what do I do here? I might just have to say Ezra's just going to have to deal with it for one mission. Yeah, Ezra's just going to have to deal with it for one mission. Let's repair everybody else except for Ezra's Hellbringer. That's the one he's going to use until he gets his his Warhawk. Oops, it's not 100. Okay, so let's change. So for now, even though he's not going to have a good energy build with it in the first mission, he'll get it in the second mission, but he won't have it for this one, sadly. So Ezra, you're getting the gargoyle. Because the next one's 360, right? Or are we still 10 tons under? Let me go look. I gotta find the next lowest one. 365. No, we're good. So it's 5 tons off because we're 360, right? So we're 10 tons off. Oh, there is a 355? Okay, then we're perfect. Then we're perfect tonnage. Okay. Let's modify the camo. Give him the, give him his fracking camo. Wow, it looks like an actual skeleton now because it's tall enough to do it. Look at it. Look at the skin for what the gargoyle looks like with that skin. It's actually a full body skeleton now. Because the assault is tall enough to hold the whole camo. Tiger camo. You can change it for now if you want. Just don't change the camos that already have customs. If you want to take one of the new ones and temporarily put it on your Mia, since you're playing Mia right now, you can do that. Oh, the tiger? Oh, so we earned that. That's cool. Like I said, if you want to change it, just don't change the one she has now. Meaning don't change the colors of the Raider or whatever that Buccaneer one it is. But any of the ones that don't have a custom palette that we've earned so far, you can change all those if you want. The only one I want to... Because I'm going to keep the hero skin. Unless I decide to go the Snowfall one. But I'll change it later if I do. If you see one in there you like, you want to use it for now, go ahead. You'll see that some of them already have them. It's all the classic originals, because I gave everyone their own camo. Naomi's got a Desert Storm camo. Ezra's got that skeleton X-ray camo to let me know he's energy. I've got my purple, or my my Emperor's Children colors. I've got, and then Orc colors are normally on Mia, but you can change it since you're playing it for now. Just keep that Buccaneer so I can have it and come back to it. Ah, the Hot Rod one. Yeah, I never did anyway. You can change his color too if you want. I haven't done anything with the Hot Rod custom-wise. And then Liam over here has got his tuxedo smoke Jaguar skin. It makes him look like a spy since he's our scout / ECM and AMS and active probe guy. So, yeah, so Tam King's now in flames. And alright, that's good. We are at the tonnage. I'm probably not going to make too much changes to Ezra's default build for the gargoyle. I think I'm going to leave it as is. Just let him use it how he can. Because I would like to change those LB5s for solids. Maybe I should do that at least. They're the same weight, right? Let me at least do that for him. I think they're the same weight. The LB5 solids. Where is it? LB5 solid, LB5 solid. Yeah, they're the same weight. So let's do that instead of regular LB5s because you'll be able to shoot further with them. It's essentially like a shotgun that's shooting a slug is what the solid LB5s are. Or the LBXs. Oh, nice. Where's the other LB5 solid? Oh. And I'm pretty sure the LB5 ammo is still consistent for what it needs. So, save that. Save it. And that should be good for now. Alright. Back to, oh no, Science Lab. Let me check the Science Lab. Oh, right, we got chassis milestones for the Timberwolf. Let's unlock some more variants. Let's unlock... Which variant was the one that had the laser in the right side? This one. Let's get this one first. Now let's just do them in order now. Alright, we've got all the Omnipods for the Timberwolf now. So now I can change to even more lasers. Cause that's not mine though, this one. This is the one I want. Instead of this SRM. I don't know, Jet, what do you think? Should I stick with the SRM or go even more lasers? I think we're at a perfect medium, to be fair now. I think I've remade my original Mechwarrior 2 version of this same Timberwolf. It's pretty darn close. The only differences I might do here and there is maybe take my LRM down to 2 10s. So take a 15 down to the 10 so we can get more armor. That does actually sound pretty good. See, when I say it out loud, my brain goes, why aren't you doing that? The answer is, I have no idea, Kane. Only you can answer that question. Give us another whole ton of armor to play with. Hell yeah. Okay. So let's put it in the shoulders. 0.5 here. Yeah, so we're going to keep our SRM. We're not changing it for more lasers. We've got enough lasers. We headshot anything if we can get the head and only hit the head. And we've got SRM backup for extra body damage and coring the body. 2 LRM-10 Artemises now, and enough armor to go around. We're now not as tanky as Tam King, but we're second best. We can take it if we need to. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Good stuff. Save that. Yes, build. Let me make sure a weapon group is good. Make sure the LRMs are in the same number. I think as long as you've set it up already, yeah. Once you change something in that same spot, it stays on the same weapon group. Which I love that, by the way. That is something I do appreciate. I don't think that was in Mercenaries. I do hope they probably updated that, though, and probably changed it with an in-game patch. Because it is nice that once you set up your weapon groups, if you change a weapon to something slight of the same type but a different size, you don't have to redo that weapon group. It automatically assigns it to where it was. Huh? Ooh. That would be kind of cool. Alright. So I think we're ready for our next mission again. Can it headshot my Battletech Steiner Marauder? Yes, because no cockpit ever has good armor. Even if you stack a ton worth of Pharaoh armor in there, that cockpit is still only going to be at best 40 to 50. Cockpits barely have any ammo. I mean, I'll give you an example. Look at the cockpit on the Timberwolf right now, Tab Gang. Look how little armor it has. 18. If they manage to somehow hit the center of your windshield directly with lasers, thank God the AI is not good at knowing this. But they have a, based on your evasion, determines where they're hitting you on the body. But because our evasion is so high across the board for all of us, it's very unlikely they're going to hit you in that cockpit. There is still a chance, but if you look at it right now, it's 18 armor and only 15 structure. If the AI were as good with its lasers as I am with my lasers, I'd die in half a second. I would have to put armor in that head just to make sure it's enough to rotate. Or use the same strategy you have to use as a battle master, which is you shoot, you turn. As soon as you shoot, you turn that cockpit. Or if you see them shooting at you, you turn that cockpit. So it hits the torso and other pieces and not the cockpit. So technically that is kind of how the offset for the balance and how they kind of play that. But yeah. It's already got one in it. But you see how it says no open slots? It means everything that's equipped on it is already equipped. I think there is a... Hold on, let me look at something. Is there a headpiece with an open slot in it? Let's look in the Omnipods. No. See, none of them, all of them have the same. This is also something that doesn't make sense. Why does it even bother letting us change the heads? These heads are all identical. If you look at all the numbers, each one is exactly the same. 18 armor, 18 armor, 18 armor. Fixed armor slot, cockpit, 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 life support, life support, life support, sensors, sensors, sensors. It'll be DLC, yeah. My money's on DLC. I don't think it's in the base game that we can change any of this. So there's no point in changing the head. Because I do think they're going to add the ability to change engines, because that's something the clan mechs should be able to do too. More than the inner spear mechs can. We should be able to change our XL engines for XXL engines and things like that, and different models of the XL engines that do different things. Some of them are more for speed and less about energy. Some are lighter. Some are blah blah blah. So it is kind of strange they didn't allow that yet. I assume it's going to be DLC. What about my 100-ton joke urban mech with more guns than an Atlas? Well, you'd be able to customize that, but that's because they allow that in the You did that did you do that in BattleTech, or are you talking about like a tabletop one, or Mercenaries modded? Since I now know Mercenaries modded can do some of those things. But that is kind of hilarious. But then again, that's kind of, you could argue that's the inner sphere learning what clan mechs are. Once again, IICs, right? It's what I forgot. Sadly, I forgot his name, and sadly, well, he's not in the chat right now, so I can't. But a big shout out to the person who was in the beginning episodes before we sadly had those crashes going on. The IICs are technically what that is. It's meant to represent a clan version of an inner sphere mech, but technically, they end up being able to do the same thing. They end up being able to change their engines, things like that. Tabletop lets you do this with any of the mechs, but that's because it's tabletop. You did it in BattleTech, that's cool. But yeah. But anyways, let's move on to the next move. We got time for one more. Yep, all the SRM upgrades have pushed through, so the SRM is going to be a lot better now, Tam Gang. They now have better spread by another 10%, and they have better damage by another 10%. That was level 2. So they're technically been increased by 20%, both sides. So the spread's been improved by 20%, and the damage has been improved by 20% so far. Cooldown is now increased, or better, by 5% as well. Let me, real quick, I want to go to research and put the other SRMs in here, since we got a little bit of weapon stuff back. The cheap SRM level 1s. So Heat SRM. And the speed of the SRM and how fast it gets to the target. Okay. Now we should just save, because we don't have a lot to work with. Let's also requisition some more scientists. Let's try to get 2 more. 400. Okay, that's good. So now we're at 2,000 per cycle. Or per mission. Since the cycles, I don't know, I guess it was to show you the breakdown, but I don't even understand why they kind of show us how much each scientists are making. When it shouldn't it there is no individual cycles. Every mission is 5 cycles. So it's like, I feel like that was an unnecessarily UI. Just show me how many scientists I have and how much total research per 5 cycles, since every mission is 5 cycles. Because essentially it's turn-based in this menu, if you think about it. And since every mission is a turn, and you can't end your turn in a different way, you really can't build up research in the background. Not like Mercenaries, we can just sit there. Also, you would love the Mercenaries modded Timberwolf, because that thing is broken. I know I would. I'm definitely going to try it out. We're definitely going to do a modded playthrough of Mercenaries, since this has inspired me clan side. But we're going to have to do it on PC. I wonder if... I doubt it. Wait, Mercenaries, is it crossplay or no? Oh, it's the wolf version? Oh, that'd be even better. If it is, I wonder... Would it let... I doubt it, though. Would it let Damn King join in on a lobby that has mods in it? Will it even know? I mean, it has to, right? It has to either... It either has to not... It's one way or the other. There's no in between. It's either not gonna at all. It would not, I think. Yeah, I don't think it would let him, yeah. That would be sad. I was trying to get a way to let you experience it without you having to have a PC. Maybe they'll add mods to Mercenaries in the future to help it. Maybe that's their plan. That would maybe... arguably that might be cheaper for them. Maybe they should put the mods in there, because the mods are all official mods at this point, and people play... It's almost more of the official version of Mercenaries anyways. Half the streams I ever see are never PS5 streams. They're all PC ones with the extra icing on the cake. So... hopefully they'll bring mods to the console one, because then Tamkin could join us, but sadly that probably won't be anytime soon. It depends on what happens next month, whether we do this soon, realistically or not. To be fair, it's like it depends on what y'all vote for. If you vote for one of the themes I've chosen for next month, then technically this still applies. Mercenaries still at least Mercenaries does. Mercenaries still applies towards that theme because it's a simulator. It's a mercenary of being a simulator. Excuse me. It's a simulator of a simulator. It's a simulator of of you being a mercenary in the inner sphere, however you may end up being, whatever choices you make. So technically, you could argue it's a more of a because sandbox as well. It's more of a sim than this game is. This game is a narrative turn-based story game because the mechs don't really die; they're just repaired. Your funds are just for adding more weapons and customizations to your arsenal. The XP is how you get the different variants. So this game, I wouldn't justify this as a simulator compared to Mercenaries, though, as well. So that's why I would say if we end up going towards a certain theme or with the other one next month, then Mercenaries would be very much a doable thing. And checking out playing a modded playthrough. I can't remember if James has it on PC as well. I think he does. Or he had it through Microsoft originally, but that might not be on. I don't think that's on Pass anymore. It could be, but I could be wrong. But I don't think it is. So he'll have to get it through Steam. We'll see how it works out. Because it'll be the beginning of next month, so things will be a bit more easy to work with no matter whatever happens. It could not even be happening next month, depending on these y'all vote for the theme that wouldn't be that. That wouldn't be able to include that. Something that's a little bit more spooky, if we want to continue from what y'all see on Halloween. Because I have a distinct feeling some people might see what the Halloween thing is and immediately want to be like, yeah, let's see the rest of that. No, we don't get to see that often. And want to go more Halloween levels of spooky for our next theme for next month. So more horror based. You can probably guess what the two themes are now at this point that are going to get voted on. Easier going themes for me to, as far as from gameplay perspective, like rushing you and making you feel like you have to have trigger finger accuracy or you'll die. So those types of games won't be included because, most horror games are going to be spooky jump scare games, survival games, or, stuff like that, adventure games. Some of them could be. There's a few exempts to that rule technically, but not many. There's one I so wish was not in. There's one that I so wish it was sooner than December. It's a remake of a certain series, and I've already got it pre-ordered, and I'm like, I wish it was next month. If it was next month, we might not be doing a vote realistically, and I might have done it anyway. I might have just done that one just because that one means a lot. That game means a lot to me. That series that we're gonna be doing in December. What's up? I saw it. It was great. It was showing off the new, showing off the new looks. Some of the cutscenes look a lot better. The animations are so much better. It looks so good. I am so excited. I'm so excited about that game. Let's see. It could fit, but you ain't shooting shit without shutting down. What happened? Also, don't attempt to slap a super heavy pulse laser on a Timberwolf. Your heat sinks would thank me later. You shouldn't have said that. I will find a way. Shouldn't have told me that far, sir. If that ends up being our theme for next month, I will find a way. And I'll find a way to make it work. Even if it means it has to be accompanied by a lot of small and medium lasers. That make sure that because it won't work otherwise. Don't know about two, but maybe one. I'll find a way to make one work. But I'll find a way. But either way, okay, we're good there. I think research is done good enough. I don't want to keep spending too much. Do we get even more mech XP? Let's see. Chassis upgrades. I thought that was the cargo for a second. I'm like, how does that have XP? No, okay. So we can mosey on back over here and save it. I got you working with like 14 clan double heat sinks. Yeah, but do you have any other weapons though? It had no armor. See, I don't know if I can do that. One, sure, but I don't think I'd do two. Because it's sacrificing way too much. Both armor and other weapons. It just seems a little too... It would, for shits and giggles, yes. I would do it at least once, put two on there, and barely be survivable, but be able to blow something's head off immediately if I shoot its head. So... like, instantaneously. So... alright. Let us start our next mission. Pinned down, you said it was. Yep.
Cobalt.
Alright, we got one more chat. This is the last one.
Movement records that indicate
for today.
A ranking militia leader has fled to a fortified base, resting on a large pocket of farmland. I dispatched Shadow Binary, led by Star Captain Adam Bess, to verify this information.
Oh,
and cut the
I haven't
head
heard
off
that
the
name in a
snitch
while.
when target of opportunity present itself.
Wait a minute. What mission is this?
Shadow Binary is now reporting heavy resistance. Their forces are pinned down.
They failed to meet the grade. We will do better.
That is what Shadow One said. Do not let your ambitions get the better of you, or you will find yourself overseeing salvage cleanup for more competent warriors.
Understood.
I am assigning you as a response force. Drop into the AO and find out the status of the situation.
Oh, so there's a
If you have an
we're
opportunity
intercepting
to
an
destroy
already
key
going
militia
brawl.
targets,
Okay.
take it. The safety of Shadow Binary is secondary to our main objectives. They had their chance. If
Rough.
key militia assets are in the field, we have a chance to end this obnoxious resistance to our rightful rule of the
Jam King is
system.
not allowed to strap
See that
stone
this
rhino
time.
weapons to an Alice. Even though you know he would. You know he would definitely make the get. It's like, what you mean? There's nothing bigger than the Atlas, and just takes all the stuff off the stone rhino and puts it on the Atlas, or the Kodiak in the clan's case. Oh man, look how big the freaking gargoyle is! You can definitely tell it's an assault. Ursa, you better be proud, bro. You're the biggest thing in the garage right now. It's only because it's only because I prefer a Timberwolf that I'm not piloting that, and I gave you a laser. This Timberwolf is your laser. Oh man, that's hilarious. All right, let's do it.
Condor 255, flight ops. You are cleared into the AO with vectoring at your discretion. Be advised, enemy anti-air and hostile ground forces near the LZ.
Wow.
Copy ops.
All right.
Acknowledge enemy activity as stated. Advancing under fire.
Prepare to immediately engage.
Right into the fire. Nothing we have not seen before.
Hunchback.
Yeah, just like old Ibrahim's hot drop regiments on Huntress.
At least he's not around to beat you if you take too many hits.
Yeah. Because you would be dead.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a. I was gonna say that's a big point.
Finish one up.
Destroyed. New hostile detected.
Enemy mech down.
What locust?
Target destroyed.
I didn't see no locust. It doesn't exist.
More incoming.
It's a figment of the clan's imaginations.
Why
numbers on us.
Well, of course they do. Once again, they can mass produce the hell out of stuff.
Star Captain Bez, hostile mechs down, but we need to get out from under these guns. Advance up on my marked nav point. Take those things out.
Target destroyed.
Cobalt, watch out! They got this area pre-sighted for their artillery barrages.
Status of your other star.
Star Commander Travers Star is trapped behind their sealed gate. Signals are still green, but I cannot reach them on comms.
Must be trapped in a death zone.
Haven't they managed to screw up this bad?
Okay. I see him. Alright, I'm gonna kill this one to my right. What is this one? Jaeger mech.
Destroyed.
One to my left, yep.
Hostile detected.
Ooh, a rifleman.
Nice one, Star Commander.
Scan to salvage. Locked replica. Target.
Got one.
Alright, wow, this is a big ass battle.
Target. Incoming missile. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Got one.
Destroyed.
Target destroyed. Let's go help these other mechs.
New hostile detected. Dervish. Ammo low. Incoming missile. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Behind us, we've got an LRM boat. It's a little, what's it called?
Target destroyed.
Light coming down from the hill. Commando. Our own version of the commando just rushed in. The Lynx.
Destroyed. New target. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Mech.
New hostile detected. Vulcan.
Vulcan's cord.
Enemy mech eliminated.
There's one on the inside. It is a hunchback. Watch out. I'm gonna go for the wall.
Target destroyed.
Oh, there's an Igor. Alright, Igor down. Alright.
New hostile detected. Enforcer.
Back up. That reactor's gonna blow.
New target. Target destroyed.
Target eliminated.
Target destroyed.
Jaguar base. Artillery silenced.
Good. Star Commander Bess, proceed back on mission. You have your orders.
Destroyed.
F, Star Colonel.
Nice. Some good fighting. Can you get out of the way, Liam? Any repair bays or scannable thingies? let's go. I'm gonna keep scan mode up just in case. Yep, there's one. Okay, so there is something scannable ahead in the other area where the enemy is.
Disengaged.
We have a clear path to the gate. Moving there now, Jaguar 1.
Af. Shadow Star, draw any hostiles away from Cobalt while they breach the gate.
Understood.
Is anyone
Oh, I
reading
see
us?
that.
This is Star Commander Travers. This is Cobalt 1. I read you. What is your status? These
Oh,
Surats
Mechs.
have us under heavy fire. We
Whoa,
cannot push them back
mech's
much
down in the
longer.
bottom area.
More fire's passing.
Ooh.
This is going to look really good on us.
Hurry! The rocks have jammed our long-range comms and all our displays. No idea how many are in the area.
Blackjack.
Hang tight. Gate is sealed.
Blackjack destroyed.
Almost got it.
Alright, you scan that. I'll go scan the other thing. The one that's up the hill. Oh, there's a quick draw upstairs. There's the head.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Oh. That's what I gotta scan.
Located the terminal codes. Hurry! They are shelling us!
Then fight harder.
Yeah, if you hadn't got yourself in this mess, we wouldn't be forced to bail you out.
Wow, 4 scans.
About to breach
Got
the
it.
gate. Cobalt, stay sharp. Walking right into heavy fire.
With you, Star Commander.
We have linked up with Star Commander Travers, Jaguar 1.
Eliminate all threats in the AO. Get eyes on the target leader, take them out.
Af. Now that we have relief, we can find that Surat scum and take him out.
Another down.
Yep. Yeah, champions don't have good armor. They're good for weaponry. They're like a mini little marauder. They're not very
I
good
am
though at
detecting heat
survivability.
signatures north of you, and a Union dropship spooling up for launch.
If the target leader is on the ground, he is making a break for it.
F. Range to the mark point and disrupt that launch.
Understood. Advancing.
If the militia keeps it up, no one on this world will have a home left.
Fear is driving them to fight. They don't happen on Edo.
Then they better surrender. Because I will not sit back and let the other units take the glory from us.
We just need to keep executing out here, and Command will trust us to play a big role in this invasion.
Almost there. Following the road. I still have no LRM ammo. Oh no, wait. When did I get LRM ammo? Did you get an LRM crate?
Cobalt 1, I have
Nice, alright, well, now I can start shooting rockets again.
a scout. Looks like they are trying to range back into a good comm zone to warn them we're coming. They will try and buy time for the launch.
I'm taking the high ground, Anakin.
The dropship is launching out, Cobalt 1.
Damn it! We allowed it to slip through.
Neg, Clan Watch is tracking and smoking. Your focus? remaining militia forces. Clear them out.
Problem. These spheroids are outclassed. At least against us. Watch yourself, Cobalt 1. You might find yourself needing our support.
Watch closely, Travers, and witness what it means to get the job done out here.
Wow, Jaden's getting way too cocky. Yeah, you can destroy them. They're a part of killing everything as well. James killed them last time when we were playing. It's better to kill them with lasers. Alright, the ridge is clear. What's our objective? Destroy the enemy bombers. Oh, we gotta kill the bombers. I'll take the ground forces. When you see the bombers fly back over, take them out. Oh, there's an assault. Crusader! I'm gonna focus exclusively on the Crusader. Whittle him down with my LRMs as I approach. There is another assault to his left. Alright, he's dead. I'm going for the other assault. It's the Charger. Ooh, I've been cored. I have to be careful. Dead? Alright. I headshot the Centaurian. There's another Lance coming in from dropship. Did we pick up that ammo already? Sadly, we should have waited because I'm already almost running out of ammo. Oh yeah, that's the Atlas. I'm shooting at that with the LRMs. Oh, bombers. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Time to put my side to them. Hello, dragon. Alright, I'm moving forward. Oh, man. This is gonna be a brawl. Dragon down. Focus the cataphract. Cataphract is also almost down. Cataphract is down. Right there. Got it.
AO is clear, Star Colonel.
What? A mess. I do not even know where to start. You showed well, Cobalt 1. You certainly followed through on your word. I need you elsewhere, so advance to the extraction zone. Shadow Binary can clean up after themselves.
Okay. Aff.
Think they'll find anything of value?
Who knows? Regardless, we did well here. Our codices will show that our star finished what an entire binary could not.
A bit unfair. They did clear a way for us.
Irrelevant. The Jaguars
Man.
value results.
I see why Clan Wolf was more successful.
Thought themselves above their opponents.
There's a difference in punishing someone for their mistakes and then saying that, oh, you know, we could have done this completely without them. I doubt that.
The enemy is. We risk a similar fate.
Standing by for extract, Jaguar 1.
Because if you only have one lance that can do all the heavy lifting like we're doing, then what does it matter? You can't win a war with one lance. So, Jaguars, ooh, that road is getting closer. See, now we might not, it might actually take a couple of missions now. Because I don't think I'm going to get half and half anymore with these last 2 levels, or last 4 levels. That's why it's being so stupidy. It only gave us 200 out of 265. So we're definitely not going to rank up in the next mission either. Alright, so it did pay me quite a lot though. It knows I might have to buy another, what's it called? More XP, good. 200 across the board is actually pretty decent, but that has the least. So let's go with 120 here. This has the least. 280, yeah, that seems good. Glam. Make a save. Save succeeded. Okay, now. To the facilities. First the science lab, see who got milestones. The Timberwolf got some more milestones. The Hellbringer got a milestone, nice. Nice. Funny story, Arnott. It was a Jaguar who led the inner spear to their homeworld. Who led the inner spear to... Wow. Jaguars are treacherous clan, man. That really is like... And it's sad because I like cats. Cats are my favorite thing. So it's kind of sad to see the Jaguars so bad. They will be rebuilt and become something better. But not right now. Oh, man. Alright, so let's make repairs. It's gonna do that. Yep. We have enough to just assign idle mechanics now to repair everybody. So, touchpad. Any more variants? I think the Timberwolf's maxed out. It is. What about the Hellbringer? Since we've unlocked more XP. Yep, so they can just get chassis upgrades. Nice. That. I want to be really fast. And then next is this and this. And then that. It was Hellbringer. That. Hellbringers are pretty fast, so let's go reverse speed. Okay. Back to the mech bay. The next tonnage is what? 265? Let's look. So we've got... Okay, what are we at now? 355. So we are... So what is the tonnage? The Hellbringer is a 65. But it's got the ACM, so I have to upgrade either Mad Dog or someone else is going to have to get a Gargoyle. How much XP does the Gargoyle have? Is there any variants of the Gargoyle you want to try? Like, look at him and let me know and I'll get it. It should have enough XP to get at least one. Ooh. As long as it's not the 500 one. We're 100 shy for the 500 one, the C. Oh, it's just pure lasers. So pure rockets. No. Hmm. Is there one you want to try that one? Because we're gonna have to go up. Something's gonna have to go up at least some tonnage. And I can't change Naomi and Liam because they're too specific now. And Ezra's already in one of these, so it's and I'm fine with my Timberwolf. It's what I prefer. So I figured I'd give you an assault, give you another assault, so we can have another assault on the team. It's just what I will say it comes with a bunch of rockets. If you want to, you get to kind of keep similar builds you have now, and we could always change that Gauss rifle for an AC-20 or UAC-20 solid. If you want to go with that instead. You have nothing anywhere else, though. You'll have to be careful of your arms. That does tell me what I think I want to do with this to make it really tanky in the arms, so it doesn't lose its weapons. So is that the one you want to try? So unlock that one. I gotta go buy another. What's it called? Gargoyle. 5 million. Yeah, that's about what it gave us for that mission. So the game knew. It's like it knew I was gonna have to buy another one of these. Okay, so the other where did it put my gargoyle? My new gargoyle. Right there. Mia. Yeah, we're 5 tons off. Okay, let me put your. You did the hot rod camo, right? Where is it? There it is. Wow, it's very purple. It has a lot of purple in that hot rod camo, it turns out. Just you couldn't hardly see it on a smaller mech. Alright, so we got that. Now let's change your variant. Or, wait a minute. Hold on. How much ballistics do you truly want? I actually could maybe, hold on. Gauss rifle. 5 tons over. But it'd have to be in it. It wouldn't. Your SRM would have to shrink. Don't know if that's worth it. How heavy is the Gauss rifle versus UAC 20? So you're 12 tons. UAC 20 is. I think they are the same. They are. So it'd have to be a UAC 10. Oh, that's really worth it. So, yeah. So you're going to have to go to rockets. I was trying to give you 2 different guns. Unless you want a UAC 5 and you're in a UAC 20. Do you want that? Because UAC 5 is the same weight as the LB 5. Where's the UAC 5 solid? Well, no, that's what I've done. But what I'm trying to tell you is we're overweight. So I have to decide whether your other arm is going to be the arm that's supposed to go with it, which is only rockets. Or do I change stuff around to try to meet being mixing and matching this? They are, but it's already overweight even with the gauze. Because when you mix and match, you have to make up for it in another part of the mech and know what you're going to sacrifice when you're omnipotting and mixing and matching slots. Otherwise, I would just do the whole preset. Well, that's what I'm trying to ask you. But don't you want more guns than what's it called? Because I can probably squeeze a UAC 5 in here, as long as the SRM is an SRM 4, and shrink the ammo down in a couple places. It's just, would you rather rockets or guns to back up the AC-20? The AC-20 is going to be on there no matter what. Or should I go ahead and put its ammo back in? Actually, let's put that somewhere else, just in case I need to put armor there. Let's put it in the chest, as much as I don't usually do this. Ultra 8, no, that's AC2. AC20. Okay. So yeah, now it's just, do you want, like, what do you think you rather fight with? Mostly guns and a little bit of rockets? Like just a small SRM4 to just kind of help peck at them with just an extra tap, tap, tap? Or would you rather have a bunch of SRMs backing up the one UAC-20? Because the other build would be a bunch of rockets and one UAC-20, or you can have a UAC-20 with a rapid-fire UAC-5, things like that. Well, it'd have its own ammo. It wouldn't share. They don't share the same ammo. Okay, so you'd rather go rockets. I don't know if I'll be able to give you more AC-20 ammo because it's already, once again, it's already overweight. We're downsizing to make it work, no matter what, when you mix and match. The Omnipods are actually really complicated to when you start mixing and matching, unless you just use default builds. But so we go here. That's the one I think it was. So that gives you a rocket barf build. It's 83. It's 3.5 tons over. So the LRM-10 is going to be changed. So you won't have any long-range missiles. The LRM-10 is 2.5 tons. I need the SRM-4 is 1 ton. Let's do that real quick, because there's already a 4 Artemis. That means there's 8 in here. Can we get a 6 Artemis? Or 6 Artemis is 2.5. What about a Streak 6? 2 tons over still. SRM half ammo. A ton and a half over still. Oh, but we could take these off instead. Let's just do SRM half ammo. No, I'll do that. SRM half ammo. Because you only have the UAC-20, so that gave me a bunch of weight back. Good, okay, so that's fixed it. So what I need to do then... How much does the half ammo give? 45, so that's 45 times 3 is... My brain's melting. 135. So let's make one of these a hole. Let's make the one in the arm a hole. And then I should be able to give you more UAC-20 ammo. Okay, so we want the UAC-20 ammo to be... We've already got... So I can give you... Ooh. How many shots are in the 20 pack? 30, that's not a lot. No, you know what then? Hold on. To make this a little bit better then, let's switch this back to... Wait. This needs to become streak ammo. It's a hole. Yeah. It's a hole. 90 rounds. 90 rounds. 4 being shot out at the time of that one. We can probably get away with less rounds there, so an regular SRM half can go in here. Actually don't need this much ammo for the SRMs in general. Okay, so now we need to add, stop trying to do that game. AC-20, another AC-20 ammo. I want to try to get another hole, so that's 60 shots. So now we have a ton left for armor. What needs armor? The torsos needs armor. So let's half a ton here. Half a ton here. That puts us back to 80. That's decent. This won't be quite as tanky as the Timberwolf is. I'm going to warn you on that. So you might not want to be in the front as much. Okay, so SRM4, SRM6, but they're using two separate ammos. I did that on purpose, so there's actually more ammo to play with for both shots. I feel like we need another 90 shots for 6 shots each. Every time you pull the trigger, there's 90. 6 and 6 is 12. Then so 4 and 4 is 24, or 4 sixes is 24. Okay. Another 12 on that is. It should be good. So I'm actually going to take away. Let me know if you don't have any the SRM4, the one that shoots 4 at a time. Let me know if one of them runs out, but the other doesn't for some reason when I do this. Because I'm trying to get a way to get you as much armor as possible. So, and as much playability. Unless you want more AC-20 ammo again, I can give you another half ton. Alright, so I'm gonna, to protect your AC-20 arm, I want to put, is it a whole ton? It's a half a ton, okay. I'm gonna put some armor in your AC-20 arm in order to protect it. Now it's 83 armor in the AC-20 arm, to make sure you don't lose it. The ammo's in your right torso, the same side as the gun. I didn't have enough room to fit the armor and the gun into the hand, so I had to move the ammo up to the shoulder, the right torso. So make sure your right torso is protected a little bit more than your arm, because your arm has actually got more armor where the gun is than the shoulder does. But your left side is your throwaway. That's where all your rockets are. Your SRM4 and your Streak SRM6. Both with their own ammos. That should be good. Save it. Total cost, yes. Then we need to, now Tam King has it, because that keeps Mia in her ballistic style. She's only got a single shot ballistic right now, but I think she does have a little bit of rockets as well, so those SRM should be pretty deadly. Alright, so we're up to 360 now. That should be 5 tons off. And that's probably, we are going to end it tonight, chat, after this, though, chat. We're not going to do any more missions for right now. We're setting this up for the next episode. So the gargoyle is good there. I'm trying to think what I wanted to do. What else before I go? Barracks. We should have another 2,000 something to spend, yeah. So Liam, since you're staying permanently in that Hellbringer for ECM purposes, we're maxing it out. Alright. He's got his affinity. Can I give him a Hellbringer affinity? Is that a thing? No. His is going to be Executioner, I think, is when the next ECM is for Assault Base. So far, it's like the Hellbringer seems to be the only thing you can put an ECM in. It's really strange. Hellbringer's a heavy, right? Are you in the mech bay? Can you check? Alright, I'll just give him a heavy specialty then. So he can run all his heavies. Oh no, there is a Hellbringer in here. There we go. Never mind. Take that. So he's got his Hellbringer specialty now. And he's done. So Jaden's got his Timberwolf specialty. I've got 3,000. Okay. Spend it on some more melee, but I'm actually going to save it so we can upgrade the ballistics some more. Get our ballistics up there for when I do try out ballistic versions of the different build. But my Jaden is mostly energy and rockets. Rockets more primarily than energy, like Urza's energy. Urza's needs his Warhawk specialty, but we don't have it yet. So we're still going to ignore that for now. You actually have to upgrade your cooldown because you don't have enough to spend anywhere else. Could do turning speed though. No, let's give him more handling. That way Ezra can turn his mech faster. In those times he needs to rotate and dodge shots. Handling upgraded. Naomi, your missile spread is almost maxed out. I think 40% is good for now, so I'm gonna actually go with heat management. And then handling. Start giving you a little bit of handling. She's got one more upgrade and she can get another affinity. Then I can give her heavy mech affinity if she can get it. And double up on that percentage in the Mad Dog. Okay. Naomi. Mia. Mia actually hadn't got much. What were you doing that whole match, Tam King? Or did you spend it already? Oh, okay. So I was like, what the hell? Why does she have no XP? Just. So we went with range, okay. Yeah, because that's what you wanted, right? Yes, it's at 4 out of 5 like the other one is now. So next will be just finishing off that cooldown so she can rapid fire. Then some handling if we have any left over on that next one. Might have to let her do 2 missions before I level up her again so we can get some good levels out of it. Which is still going to be, unless she takes a while to level up, it might be a minute before we can get the Dire Wolf, so I might just give her an Assault Mech training slot for her affinity on the next one. But yeah, nice. Good, good. Everybody's set. We have done everything. Let me check the science lab. That's not the right button. No active researches. What's our points? I don't think we have quite enough yet to do the next diff armor upgrade. That's kind of what I'm saving my mech parts for. It is 1,200. Nope, we're still not quite there. Almost. Almost. What did they do? What's the difference? What did they do? Oh, I didn't. Is there? What do you? What I take it. It takes a lot more to build those, though. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I'll have to look. You'll have to show me next time we get in there. I'm not sure. So I'm thinking we're not really using the LPXs. We really aren't. I'm actually gonna make the punches slightly better because I don't want to spend too much mech parts. Now let's do. We actually don't have a lot of anything, so let's just do that alone for now. It's a waste of our 2,000, though, is the problem. That's what sucks. I got more equipment stuff. Let's see what equipment stuff we can get. Heat cooling, how much is that? 400 equipment. That would eat up almost all of it. Jump Jet 2 is pretty good. It's pretty cheap. So is Jump Jet that. Mask cooldown. The following was me. Oh dang. Oh no. Damn, that sucks. Twin equipment, 50 rank, weapon. Let's just make Liam's use better. Let's make the range better. Get some PPC cooldown. It's good enough for now. Okay, so that's good. Mech Bay. We're at 360, ready for the tonnage, ready for the assault. Got us 2 assaults ready to go. Let's make a save. Oh, I've got unread notifications. All the stuff that finished. So let's make a save, chat. This is we're gonna wrap it up. So I can get ready to do PC side, or Eaton and do PC side if she's ready for that. If not, you'll be seeing the stream. It's either gonna be in the next 15 to 20 minutes, or next 30 minutes at best, or it's gonna be later tonight is 7, 8 o'clock. Around there. For our next fest episode. Unless it falls through. If it falls through, then what I'll probably do is I'll put our first look of something special right there tonight. If it falls through and the demos aren't playable anymore all of a sudden, and I'll just really quickly type it and change it to that. So that way we can show off that a little bit as well. It won't be till next month if its theme gets voted on, but we'll check that out if everything falls through tonight with Steam Next Fest. So I can't remember when they were going to start taking down most of the demos. Luckily, some companies will keep them up third-party wise and decide, let's keep it up a little bit longer, promote the game a little bit more on our own game. Some of them do this, some of them don't. So, but either way, I hope y'all all enjoyed watching another episode. Let me quit out here. Hold on. Override one more time, just be safe. Always twice is the rule of thumb. But I hope y'all have enjoyed another episode of Mechwarrior 5 Clans. I really am enjoying this game. This game is really good. Like I said, all of it being, even with its differences from, not being like what Mercenaries is, I think for what this is trying to be, just being a story-based game, because I feel like we don't have enough of those either when it comes to a lot of games lately. I appreciate, this is what it's done with this so far. I do think it would have been nice if the Stone Rhino was already with the Jaguars. I do think that's a little strange. We're mostly Timberwolves, that's not technically totally accurate. There are a lot of Timberwolves because Clan Wolf mass produces them, and probably a lot of them get stolen by other clans. But my brain's like, yeah, but they still should have a Stone Rhino. It's like, we should have at least seen one, even if it was the Sakan or any of the other units so far. Have at least one by now. So, oh, did you leave the reason why? What's up? I missed that. That was a lot. Let's see, one other thing during the invasion, they were fighting another clan, the Nova Cats. That's true, the Nova Cats are a thing too. Not mock fighting. They were actually killing each other and destroying mechs, aka wasting manpower and resources. Wow. So it was like a rival cat clan. Now I think no. Now I wonder if Nova Cats should have been the one that won. Or not, if you want to keep the tiniest amount of respect for the Jaguars, play Nova Cat. Pray Nova Cat doesn't show up. Oh no. That would be hilarious. I guess we'll see. I don't think this story's gonna have that. That'll be a DLC once again, if anything. But either way, I love this game. It's been really fun. I can't wait to do more of it. We are gonna kind of play to this schedule of when we're not doing Armored Core, we're gonna do a Mechwarrior episode and then an episode of something else, unless it's both consoles. Like if it's another console game, then there'll only be that one episode that day. So. After Tukia, they tried to take the Nova Cats mechs. Ah, that makes sense. That probably didn't go well. Dang, man. Jaguars are just not pulling the right choices. But I hope you all enjoyed watching some Mechwarrior 5's clans as we continue on the story of the Smoke Jaguars as they continue to let their pride blind them to what is happening around them, to ultimately meet their fate soon enough, while Clan Wolf watches from the sides. They got double visited by mercenaries and Nova Cats. Oh, that's... Well, I kind of hope it shows that fight, but we'll see, I guess. It would add to the... We think we win, and then it comes back, and boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden we lost. But hey. But I hope you all enjoyed watching this episode. Big shout out to Tam King, as always, for joining in the chat and co-oping with me in some Mechwarrior 5 clans. James will be here this next Tuesday, for his day off for the 29th, and we'll be doing some co-op Halloween stuff and stuff like that day. And a very special game on that day as well, so James doesn't miss out. That's what they get for underestimating mercs. Yeah, well, the mercs are the biggest thing the inner spheres have. That's their ace in the hole. It always has been. It always will be. We're not fully, I don't think, experiencing it yet, because Kurita doesn't tend to hire as many mercenaries as some of the other houses. The other clans probably experienced a much, much more slow and stagnant invasion, just because there were probably a lot more mercenary units present on the field. Kurita tends to try to stay with Kurita house units. Maybe not even just the major house, but like the sub-houses of the house as well. But they're like samurai in that way. They only answer to other samurai. So Kurita kind of has that one situation where they actually have less than your average because they're not using mercenaries as much, but they're still there. Also, this is not the only time they get double. Well, seeing how Jaguar thinks, that does not surprise me. I'm surprised they made it to this invasion. I'm surprised like the Nova Cats weren't in their place during this invasion as one of the main houses, one of the main clan houses. Because it seems kind of crazy that the Nova Cats, and if they are, it seems kind of crazy that Jaguars were considered the bigger territory. The Nova Cats should have attacked Kurita, not Jaguars. Maybe we would have had better success. And the clan wouldn't have had to run into so many issues so down the line because of Jaguars' choices. But hey, Jaguars don't research their mechs anymore. That's silly. Like I said, that's silly stuff to do when you're trying to invade and push forward and take back what is, as they say, rightfully theirs. If you're gonna do that, then you better have the resources to do it. But either way, I hope they enjoy their war against Secretly Comstar. Wolves developed the majority of the mechs they stole. That makes sense. That's probably why there's a lot of Timberwolves. So that must be the meaning why you explained to me why there's so many wolves. Timberwolves is because they stole so many of them from Clan Wolf. But versus the Stone Rhino. But I'm still kind of weirded out like the Sakan, right? That one of the major leaders of Jaguar doesn't have one of their best mechs. I get why you would steal other clans' mechs, but you still want to use your best of the best for your leaders. So unless Shadows himself, whatever the Jaguar commander leader, the one we're following, unless he himself is the one with the Stone Rhino. It might be, but we'll see if he's in the last one. Yeah, anything wolf-based in the clans comes from Clan Wolf originally. They designed it and made it and mass-produced it. Jaguar just took it off their hands. They Blood Ravened it. You know what I just realized? The Jaguars are the Blood Ravens. We're just going to borrow this in a long-term way. Like how Blood Ravens take relics and codices and things like that, or codexes from other chapters and steal them and keep them in their vaults. There's a song about it. I love it. It explains the best way to explain how the Blood Ravens think. The Jaguars feel very Blood Raven, and now to hearing that. Problem is, if you bite the hand too much, it will push back. Unlike the Warhammer situation with the Blood Ravens being allowed to do it, essentially. Also, the Jaguars pushed for the invasion because it was their only hope to stay on top. That makes sense. I mean, Shadows or what? I keep forgetting the family name. The guy that did that huge press conference to all the clans to say we need to start the war on the Inner Sphere now because of the dropship that came in. But once again, it was orchestrated by the Jaguars in order to push for a war so they could try to stay the superior clan by grabbing and stealing resources. Once again, they do feel very Raven, Blood Raven, or Orc you could even say, but at least an Orc respects the salvage he steals. Where they just want to steal like territory and certain techs and that's it. And mass production. Every year, the other clans get more and more advanced than them and developed more and more new mechs. That explains a lot. That explains also why Wolf ends up being one of the predominant big boys to become the next leader, to be fair, so that's cool. But, alright, chat. I do gotta wrap it up here. I gotta go check in, see if she's back in yet. If we're gonna go ahead and eat, or if I should go ahead and stream first and eat later. Either way, like I said, if you don't see the stream in the next like 30 minutes, then 30 minutes, then you're probably gonna be seeing it closer to 8 o'clock for our next stream. So, but I hope everyone has enjoyed tonight's episode, and big shout out to Farseer for joining in tonight, as well as my moderator. There were a couple years before the Mad Cat MK2, and we all know damn well Jaguars ain't beating that. Yeah. Also, can we turn this from a meme into an insult that the Wolves use against the Jaguars? Can we have it that they call the Timberwolf the Mad Cat because the Jaguars steal them because of how good they are? Like, that would be a cooler way to explain the lore. I think that, but like I said, the official reason why the Mad Cat name was birthed was technically because of a bug in the game. I think it was Mechwarrior 2 that did that bug, like I said, but it would be kind of cool if the lore kind of recognized this in a different way, that the Mad Cat name is a nickname as an insult from Clan Wolf, to say, you can't make your own shit, you gotta steal ours. Because the Jaguars are a bunch of mad cats. It's a loose stretch, but at least it makes sense lore-wise. But that's cool, though. But I hope y'all all enjoyed. Seriously, big shout out to everyone who joined in tonight. Also, the Stone Rhino wasn't a clan origin mech. So it was probably made. But that's, I mean, either way, I do think we're. Who else uses the Stone Rhino in the clans? Is it the Falcons? I mean, I think Nova Cats have them too. Unless they have the majority of them. I don't know. Oh, it's an inner spear mech they perfected. See, that I didn't know. Smart. One of the few smart decisions they've seemed to have made in that fashion. Maybe the Jaguars are just envious. Maybe they just don't like clan tech and just wanted. Star League made the first one. With the Matar. So it was they only made it because it was reference to the original Star League, because the Jaguars believe in reviving the Star League. Which, by the way, not every clan totally believes in that either. Only the Jaguars, and the only reason why this is even being pushed is, once again, they're only because they're in charge right now can they really push this. So Clan Wolf probably didn't. Once again, they even protested that they didn't even want to do this. They said, nope, it'd be better off we do not do that. Continue to get stronger. And they were right. If they had, they might not have had any losses. They had waited a little while longer. Or at least Clan Wolf wouldn't have. Or not, there's an irony in your statement. I'll say one last thing. What's up? But that it's a failed program and that the Jaguars follow a failed example? Like, if it didn't work the first time, what do you think it'd make you think it's going to work the second time? What's up, Farseer? What's the last thing you're going to say before I end it? Then I'm going to wrap it up here. Wait for Farseer real quick. Wrap it up in just a second, chat. Also, big shout out to everyone out there. I forgot to say this. If you didn't get to the live stream, I hope you enjoyed the video as well. Let's see. They invaded wanting to reform, I figured, the Star League. I mean, I could tell that just from this game so far. And succeeded because the Inner Sphere reformed the Star League to wipe them off the face of the Earth. Yep. Which is funny. Well, galaxy in this case. Said Earth because we live on Earth. That's what I'm used to saying with that sentence. But that is a good point. In a way, and the clans just let it happen because they didn't want to get wiped out. I think that the wolves are already smelling this, and they're probably... didn't they stop at Roskelief? Which, by the way, in that briefing that we repeated, you didn't get to see it, Farseer. It was at the very, very first mission we did at the beginning of the first part and first episode. The one that I've renamed to be different than these two parts. In the beginning of that episode, they've already captured the capital of the Rasselhag. Of the Rasselhag. They've already got their capital world. And if I remember correctly, I think that's where I don't think they totally stopped there, but I think that's where they made their main foothold and kind of didn't go too much further. Because I think they smelled really bad stuff coming their way, and they realized it's better we take what we've got now, fortify it, get a foothold into the Inner Sphere, and then grow from there. Which, once again, they survived. Jaguar didn't. So that's a good point. That's a good way, good call out, Farseer. Good call out. I didn't think about it like that, but it is kind of what it was. It wasn't an official Star League, but essentially they did. It was like a federated, because the Star League's like a federation, but it's just a little bit more controlative. Essentially, they did temporarily form a temp Star League between all that, like the houses involved and what happened with Tukid and many other things, and says, "Yep, boop." And guess who's going to be at the foot of it or the head of it? Our lady in blue sitting at the table inside of our own frickin' ship. Once again, Jaguars ain't smart. It was an official Star League. Really? I thought it was only temporary because of the houses decided they still couldn't be united because they weren't sure if they'd just go back to being the same. Like an Avengers kind of thing. I mean, yeah, they had the banner and everything, but I think it was immediately dissolved after the clan invasions were stopped, essentially. After the clans were basically put to a halt and they had to keep what they had, unlike Jaguar who had nothing, I think they disbanded it because they felt there was no longer need to do that after they did so much damage to what clans dug too deep. They knew they weren't going to dig Wolf out, though, and the other clans that did the smart thing. But it immediately fell apart because it wanted to leave. Yeah, that's kind of why I think it got dissolved pretty quickly. They couldn't agree on they could go next, and they saw it was still better to go back to the way it was. They're just considered inner sphere houses. But that does show you the inner spheres will form a temporary league just to fight off something that's trying to kill it. Which means the clans have to be more careful next time they try to make a move. Once again, Wolf and them probably saw that coming. They must have gotten wind of it pretty early and realized that Jaguar probably pushed this. And I'm going to say now, if Jaguar hadn't done the things they did on their campaign, that might not have happened. Like, for instance, Edo. If Edo hadn't happened, if certain things we're going to see soon hadn't happened, leading up to Tukid hadn't happened, I do think the clans could have realistically won because I actually think that Comstar would have backed them. That's why they would have won. I actually think that Comstar was weighing their odds in the beginning of this conflict, as any good South Blue character would. They were basically seeing if the clans could actually make good on that promise. Because the Comstar is technically a part of the original Star League as well. So it's, to them, it's like tomato. Whether the inner spheres form that, whether the clans form that, they don't really care, to be fair. So Wolf eventually wins. Ooh, smart boys. They must have formed their own version of it. See, this is why, and that's going to be fun. I hope we do finally get to see those things in Mercenaries. Because Mercenaries would be a good game to do those things in. Because you could see both sides' perspectives. You could choose which side wins by being a Mechwarrior lance for either side. I do hope they do that for the mercenary side thing. As far as this game, I hope we get to see the invasions from each perspectives, so we can see how Clan Wolf slowly stops pushing, and we can see from their perspective how much they probably already knew before Jaguar got its head bit off. Because, like I said, once again, if it hadn't have been for Jaguar, I think Comstar would have sided with the clans sooner, with how powerful the clans actually were, with their better tech. Plus, this means Comstar gets Timberwolf technology and clan technology, and that brings them back up to current status. So even once again, see, imagine a king, which I'm not going to say this too hard because James will die. He'll have a stroke for how amazing it would be if he saw what it looked like. Think about this: a clan king crab. So an Omni King Crab. Or an ICC at best. Which is still close enough. Close enough to make it that's not something you want to deal with. It's like, please no. So essentially Clan King Crab. Nightmare fuel. So it's like, you just described the Omega. The Omega's like that too. That's essentially what the Omega probably is in a way, but even though it's its own mech. But it definitely takes inspirations from the crowd. Oh man. And it's like that's pretty good though. But either way, we'll talk more about it next episode when we do another episode of this. and talk more about the story as we get closer to that incident that will spring forth those versions of those mechs and things in the future. Not only for future games like aka Mercenaries, but also like just lore wise. That's when all of that really kicks off and those mechs start to become truly a thing because of everything that happens after this invasion. But I am quite excited. Thank you so much. I want to say again to everybody. I hope you enjoyed. Big shout out to Farzu. She said earlier, well, bye, Ardnot. In Dark Age, Clan Wolf got Terra. Yep. And which Dark Age, by the way, Tam King, that takes place after this. So after the clan invasions and certain things happen, we go into what's known as the Dark Age of Mechwarrior, which is where the biggest mechs ever existed. So like Omega, Clan Atlas, like you want like a clan version, an Omni Atlas essentially, but it's like the Atlas 2 essentially. Things like that. The Omega, which is like the King Crab Ultimate Dream for James if he saw it. The Marauder 2 clan model, all kinds of stuff happens during that era. During the Dark Ages, it gets real scary. Like, everybody becomes very powerful across the board. So conflicts become crazy insane. That's when Mechwarrior Online takes place, by the way. The online game, it takes place during the Dark Age. That's why all the variants are in that game. The clan variants of all the Inner Spear ones, like Atlas has his clan variant, all kinds of stuff. They all have, they're all in it. Mechwarrior Online has the most mechs out of all of the Mechwarrior universe. From all the different sides and different houses and different clans. And the crossbreeds of the different mechs as well. But GG to everyone. Tam King's like you said in chat, GG y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm gonna go get ready for streaming and see if I gotta eat first. I hope to see y'all at our next Fest episode tonight around 8 at latest. 8:30? 8 to 8:30 at latest. I like to make it 8:30 just in case of an emergency. But it will be no later than 8:30. If you don't see a stream start by 8:30, it means it didn't work out and I'll have to wait till tomorrow to do something else. So, but I hope y'all all enjoyed watching. I hope y'all all enjoyed watching some Mechwarrior 5 clans. And until next time, I will see you all either tonight at around 8 or 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S., whatever that may be for everyone, or I will see you all tomorrow. So, thank you all for joining, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone. Bye, Farseer. Bye, everybody.